A better variety of music. KSMO, Salem.
This is AP News. I'm Rita Foley. Can Donald Trump be kept off the ballot in 2024? The Supreme Court hears arguments this morning in a Colorado case that says he's not eligible to run again for president because he violated a provision of the 14th Amendment. AP Washington correspondent Sagar Magani.
The 14th Amendment provision bars those who engaged in insurrection from holding office, and that was the rationale the Colorado Supreme Court used for taking Donald Trump off the state's primary ballot, pointing to his role in trying to overturn the 2020 election and the ensuing Capitol riot. The High Court today will hear Trump's appeal, holding the fate of his bid for a White House return in its hands.
It's not clear what's happened to several people in a home near Philadelphia after a shooting and fire. The AP's Jennifer King.
Authorities say police officers came under fire while responding to a 911 call that an 11-year-old girl had been shot at a house in East Lansdowne, Pennsylvania, Wednesday afternoon. One officer was shot in the arm, another in the leg, and had to be dragged to safety. Soon afterwards, the three-story house erupted in flames.
We are afraid there might be more than one person in that house.
Jack Stolzheimer is the district attorney for Delaware County.
There are at least 6 to 8 people who are unaccounted for from that family. It is our terrible fear that they may be inside that house when it was burned.
Investigators are trying to piece together what led to the shooting and fire. Stolzheimer said there were no further threats to the community from that house. I'm Jennifer King.
The search continues for 5 Marines after their helicopter went down during stormy weather in the Southern California mountains. 10 cars of a cargo train derailed in upstate New York last night, with 2 of them ending up in a river. No injuries reported and no hazardous materials involved, says the rail company. 1 in 4 adults are excited about Sunday's Super Bowl game, a new AP poll. This is AP News. Now to the total solar eclipse.
On April 8th, parts of North America will be able to experience a total solar eclipse. The moon will line up perfectly with the Earth and Sun, blotting out the sunlight. The eclipse will enter over Mexico's Pacific coast, then up through Texas and Oklahoma, crisscrossing the Midwest, Mid-Atlantic, and New England, and exit over eastern Canada. NASA's Kelly Cork says the percentage of the sun that's blocked offers different experiences.
Those who are seeing 90 will see something like an overcast day, so the sun will get dimmer, but there is something about when it totally blocks out that you can actually see stars.
Cork says don't look directly at the eclipse unless you're wearing special eclipse glasses, but she suggests taking advantage of the experience.
There's 20 years to the next eclipse that's going to go across a large swath of the U.S.
I'm Donna Warder.
And I'm Rita Foley, AP News.
Have you seen Townscreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at Advanced Chiropractic, Jet Tires and Auto, Salem Bowling Center, and Terrell's Complete Auto Care, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Townscreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained. Townscreen in Salem.
Agri-America features the largest collection of agricultural podcasts, including popular titles such as...
Hi, this is Rob Sharkey, a fifth-generation farmer from Illinois. If you want to hear stories about agriculture, make sure you tune in to Shark Farmer Podcast today on Agri-America.
Hi, I'm Darren Hefty. Head over to Agri-America's podcast directory for the latest episode of the Ag PhD radio show.
Visit Agri-America's podcast directory at agriamerica.com/podcasts. agriamerica.com/podcasts.
Take a look at our weather situation. Not bad today, but it's going to be breezy. We've cleared out a little bit. We've still got a few clouds, especially off to the east, but otherwise they still say a slight chance of a sprinkle this morning, then becoming partly to mostly sunny with a high of 65. It will be windy, and if you can just don't even have to think twice about that. It's definitely going to be a breezy day today. We will have winds consistently from 15 to 25, and they could gust up to 35 to 40 miles an hour. So if you're in a high-profile vehicle out there, be prepared for those gusts. Clear skies tonight, low of 44 with southwesterly winds 10 to 15, gusting 25 to 30 miles an hour. Partly sunny tomorrow. Pretty much the same thing, 66 for a high and windy. South winds 10 to 15, gusting to 25. Friday night, a 3 in 10 chance of showers developing. That will be before midnight on Friday night. Clouding up and a low of 42 with southerly winds at 10 to 15. Moving to the northwest after midnight. Winds could still be gusting on Friday night to about 25 to 30 miles an hour. Clouds on Saturday and a high of 53. Winds northwesterly at 5 to 10. We'll move to the northeast for the afternoon. Partly cloudy Saturday night, low of 31. And on Sunday, we'll have partly sunny skies early, but then clouds will start rolling in during the afternoon with a 50-50 chance of showers during the afternoon and a high of 47. And rain and snow showers are likely. You heard right. Rain changing into some snow before midnight, then into all snow after midnight. Again, right now, National Weather Service is totally uncertain about any of the things going on Sunday into Monday, so we'll just leave it at that. That's what they're calling for, but they have no idea if it's actually going to really happen. I kind of find that amazing. Cloudy and a low of 29 comes Sunday night. Currently at the KSMO studios right now, it is 49 degrees. We still have not changed too much temperature-wise since last night. It has just been kind of hovering here at KSMO Radio. We do have 72% relative humidity pressure. It's going down 29.89 inches. That's been going on since yesterday afternoon. It's just continued a slow drop. And we do have winds that are still etching out of the south at about 16 to 20 miles an hour this morning here in Dent County. That look at weather brought to you as a courtesy of all of us here at KSMO. It's 7:33, and we'll come bouncing right back in 1 minute with a look at local news. That is next. It's up right after this.
It's back! The Salem Memorial Hospital Foundation invites everyone to the Dancing with the Salem Stars fundraiser Saturday, February 24th at 7 at the Salem R80 High School Gym. Table seating is available for $20 per person in advance or reserve a table. Bleacher seats will be available at the door for $10. Purchase your tickets in advance by calling 729-6626, extension 4005. The Dancing with the Salem Stars fundraiser Saturday, February 24th at the high school gym with the doors opening at 6:30. We'll see you there.
Hey, it's Fitz, F-I-T with a Z from the Country Top 40 Countdown, inviting you to join me as we count them down to find out if Chris Stapleton will spend another week at number 1 with White Horse, and we'll honor the life of Toby Keith. We'll see you this weekend for all the hits on the Country Top 40 with Fitz.
At your hometown radio station, KSMO, it's 7:34. It's time for news. Local news brought to you as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO Salem, your hometown radio station. My name is Stan Stevens here on KSMO, which is AM 1340, FM 95.7. You may also be streaming with us at KSMOradio.com, our KSMO Stream Facebook page, and KSMO YouTube. Whichever way you're tuned into us this morning, thank you for being part of our morning and day. Let's get to that local news right here at KSMO Radio. Mayor Greg Parker has called for a budget workshop to be held tonight at 5:30 with the Salem Board of Aldermen and Finance Committee at the Salem Community Center at the Armory at 1200 West Trello Road. They will discuss budget priorities and a mission statement if time allows. The budget workshop tonight is open to the public. An accident happened at 12 noon Tuesday in St. Charles County on Highway 79 at the Quiver River Bridge. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 2004 Hyundai Santa Fe, driven northbound by 66-year-old Cynthia McCleary of Pocahontas, Illinois, was passing in a no-passing zone when the Hyundai went off the left side of the roadway before returning to the road. At that time, a 1994 Chevy S10 driven southbound by 69-year-old George Norvell of Louisiana, Missouri, attempted to avoid the Hyundai by swerving to the left. The front of the Santa Fe struck the front of the S10. Suffering serious injuries were both drivers. Cynthia McCleary was taken by the Lincoln County Ambulance to Mercy Hospital in St. Louis, while George Norvell was taken by Air Evac to Mercy Hospital in St. Louis. 2 passengers in the Hyundai also suffered serious injuries, including 54-year-old Carol Johnson of Steelville, who was flown by Air Evac to Mercy Hospital in St. Louis, and 20-year-old Gina Holland of St. Charles, who was also taken by the St. Charles County Ambulance to the Mercy Hospital in St. Louis. Only Holland was not wearing a seat restraint at the time of the accident. Both vehicles sustained extensive damage and were removed from the scene by B&B Towing. Missouri Public Service Commission, the North American Numbering Plan Administrator, and the telecommunications industry remind customers to continue preparing for the new area code in the current 573 area code in Missouri. It's coming, and it'll be here very soon. It's 235. As part of the process, customers should prepare for the 10-digit local dialing. A 235 area code will be added as an overlay to the 573 region. An overlay is the addition of another area code to the same geographic region served by an existing area code. An overlay does not require customers to change their existing area code, but does require customers to dial the area code to complete local calls. A 6-month permissive dialing period is now underway to give consumers adequate time to adjust to the dialing changes, but we're coming to an end to that period. During this period, local calls can be made either using the 7 or 10 digits, and all calls that are local will continue to be local even though you dial the 10 digits. Now, we've been telling you this now for 5 months. Beginning February 24th, all local calls within the 573 area code must be placed using 10 digits, the area code plus a 7-digit telephone number. On and after February 24th, calls placed using your 7 digits will not be completed. And starting on March 24th of 2024, new telephone line or services may be assigned numbers that are using the new 235 area code. Salem Public Library reminds City of Salem residents and Dent County communities to help out with their 2024 community survey, which comes to an end Friday night. The information they collect will be used to identify the top priorities for the library and used to develop strategic long-term plans for the future. Survey will only take about 5 minutes, maybe 7. And you can do it online from the Salem Public Library's Facebook page. There's a link right at the top of that. That'll take you to that survey. Or you can stop by the library at 403 North Jackson and pick up a paper copy of the survey, which you need to fill it out. And you can do that during the normal business hours of the library. Remember, the survey ends this Friday. For questions about the survey or Salem Public Library, contact Kate McBride, the library director, at salemmopubliclibrary@gmail.com, or call her at the library at 729-4331, 573-729-4331. Well, each February, the state of Missouri observes Earthquake Awareness Month. This is to emphasize the chance of a major earthquake occurring in the New Madrid seismic zone and the importance of being prepared. Located in southeast Missouri, the New Madrid seismic zone generated some of the most powerful earthquakes to ever jolt our nation. A series of major quakes occurred in 1811 and 1812, destroying buildings, ringing church bells hundreds of miles away, and briefly causing the Mississippi River to run backward. The area is still active today with an average of more than 200 earthquakes every year, but most are too small to be felt. No one can predict exactly when an earthquake is going to occur, but scientists do agree that large earthquakes in this zone still pose a big risk. Experts estimate that there's a 25 to 40% chance of a large earthquake occurring in the next 50 years. State Emergency Management Agency Director Jim Remillard said Missouri faces a variety of severe weather threats and hazards each year, but a large earthquake, well, that would be one the state has not experienced in anybody's lifetime, and there's no warning, which is why it's so important to learn about the risk and how to protect yourself before one occurs. When the shaking does start, the best way to stay safe and protect yourself from falling debris is the drop, cover, and hold on technique. Drop to your knees, cover your head, get under a desk or table if possible, and hold on until the shaking stops. Experts do say in developed countries where there are modern structures, especially those 2 to 3 or 4 stories high or above, falling debris is the most common source of getting injured. Several resources for families, schools, and businesses are available on SEMA's Earthquake Preparedness website. This includes fact sheets, interactive maps, and informational videos that explain what to do in the event of an earthquake. 7:41, we've got sports coming up next. It's right after this.
If you look close enough, you can see the hidden potential that lives within your fields. That's why an agro-liquid crop nutrition plan starts with the crop. and identifies the precise combination of primary nutrients while focusing on the support of secondary and micronutrients, ensuring that every nutrient is working in harmony for your crop to reach its full potential, maximizing growth while offering lower use rates and greater overall efficiency. And with our comprehensive customer support and robust agronomic knowledge, you can feel confident that your precision crop nutrition plan is the right one to reach your goals. Apply less, expect more? Precisely. Find an AgroLiquid dealer and achieve more with less at agroliquid.com.
At KSMO, now time for sports. Our Salem Lady Basketball Tigers host the Steelville Lady Cardinals tonight at 6, starting with the JV contest with a varsity game to follow. Salem enters the game with a 4-18 record. Salem has lost 9 of their last 10 games. The varsity game can be heard on KSMO Radio and will be video streamed on KSMO Media. Sign-ups for the City of Salem Park and Recreation Department's youth soccer program. They're going on now for $35 per person until next Tuesday. Planned age divisions are 4 and under, 6 and under, 8 and under, 10 and under, 12 and under, and 14 and under. To sign up, go to the Salem Park and Recreation Facebook page and find the link to Team Snap to register your child online. If you have a problem getting registered, you can email Park and Recreation Director Melissa DuBois at salemparks@salemmo.com. You can also call 729-6290 and leave a message on the phone. Texas A&M beat Missouri Wednesday, 79-60. The Tigers are 8-15 and 0-10 in the SEC Conference. Tigers will be at home to play Mississippi State this Saturday night at 7. You can hear the game on KSMO Radio. And that'll do it for a look at sports news, brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO Salem, your hometown radio station. And, of course, we appreciate you joining us. It's Thursday, February the 8th. Coming up right now, it's time, though, for our daily investment report from the offices of Joe Brand and Leah Nash of Edward Jones. Edward Jones Brokerage, helping people with their investment needs. They're there to assist you in answering the questions you might have about investing. There's a lot of different avenues to go, and to find the right one for you, sit down and talk with Joe or Leah today. They're at 907 South Pershing. You can also call 729-3831. Joe Brand, Leah Nash of Edward Jones, member SIPC, and our daily investment report. With that report this morning, it's Teresa Whalen. Teresa?
This is Teresa Whalen bringing you the daily financial market report on behalf of financial advisors Joe Brand and Leah Nash, and also Edward Jones. Today's U.S. equities closed higher. The Dow closed up 156 points to close at 38,677. The NASDAQ closed up 148 points to close at 15,757. The S&P closed up 41 points to close at 4,995. And in the bond market, 10-year Treasury yields are trading at 4.12%. The price of crude oil was up 75 cents to close at $74.06, and the spot price of gold was down 30 cents to close at $2,051.10. For stocks of local interest, we have Ameren Corporation at $68.69, up 31 cents. AT&T $17.33, down 28 cents. Boeing $211.92, up $3.34. Dollar General $135.29, up 98 cents. ExxonMobil 102.22, down 3 cents. McDonald's 287.33, up $2.68. Microsoft 414.05, up $8.56. PepsiCo 171.47, up 5 cents. Pfizer 27.56, up 6 cents. Procter & Gamble 159.12, up 16 cents. U.S. Bancorp 39.91, down 19 cents, and Walmart 169.38, down 43 cents. This has been today's financial market report, brought to you on behalf of Edward Jones, member SIPC, and financial advisors Joe Brand and Leah Nash. Serving individual investors with personalized attention and financial advice at 907 South Pershing, right here in Salem, Missouri, bringing you this Wall Street to Main Street report.
Thanks, Teresa. Don't forget to join us again at around 5:30, 5:35 this afternoon, or 7:40, 7:45 tomorrow morning for our next daily investment report, brought to you as a courtesy of the offices of Joe Brand and Lee and Nash of Edward Jones. They're there to assist you and answer those questions you might have about stocks, bonds, mutual funds, IRAs, CDs, treasury bills. There's a lot of different things out there. I mean, maybe even you're looking for municipal bonds. It might be that too. Find out more. Call them at 729-3831 or stop by 907 South Pershing. Joe Brand, Lee and Nash of Edward Jones, member SIPC. At the KSMO studios at 746. We invite you to keep it right here at KSMO Radio and listen in tonight for Tiger basketball on KSMO at about 7:15 with Tiger Talk Coach Cody Woody and our Lady Tigers taking on the Lady Cardinals of Steelville. All right, keep it here. KSMO weather is next.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the American Legion Post number 99, Looking Glass Salon, Salem Senior Center, and McCoy Vision Clinic, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Town Screen in Salem.
Brownfield farm broadcasters are on the ground at state, national, and sometimes international events throughout the year, providing timely and relevant news to its audience. They utilize several social media platforms and digital channels to engage with viewers and listeners and stay up to date with agricultural news. Brownfield, a brand farmers and ranchers know and trust. Learn more at brownfieldagnews.com.
At the KSMO studios, your hometown radio station, it is now time for a look at what's going on in the world of weather, brought to you as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station, and we hope it's going to be a fantastic day for you. It's going to be a windy one. We're going to tell you that even before we start talking, because that's going to be very obvious today and tonight and tomorrow. It's going to be a very breezy next couple of days. So as we look at Operation Weather Watch, a complete summary of weather in the region and KSMO listening area, it's brought to you as a courtesy of all of us at KSMO. So a strong low-pressure system that's over Nebraska is bringing a tightening of the pressure gradient. And that means the tighter the pressure gradient, the windier it's going to get. Southwest to south-southwesterly winds expected 20 to 30 miles an hour today. Could gust up to 35 to 45 miles an hour, especially along and north of I-44. A wind advisory is in effect for those areas. Now, clouds will quickly clear from west to east this morning and through the afternoon. This will allow for greater mixing of heat and wind and pressure gradients. Temperatures will top out into the mid to upper 60s, near 70 out west, and we could see a few sprinkles this morning, but I don't know if we will. It looks like the type of clouds we have coming in now, more high, thin cirrus clouds, not really any kind of rain clouds, and most areas will remain dry. Winds will drop a little bit this afternoon into tonight, more likely into the evening hours once the sun does go down. Be about 5 to 15 miles an hour, but then picking back up to 15 to 25 miles an hour tomorrow and gusting back up over 30. Highs will again be above normal for Friday, with highs in the mid to upper 60s. The relative humidity values of 20 to 35% are expected north of I-44 today and tomorrow, about 45 to 50% south of I-44. Fire potential's out there because it's very dry. We'd have a lot of dormant vegetation right now, so please refrain from any type of burning at all today anywhere. Now, an upper-level energy that would partially drive the next system is still over the Pacific Northwest and will be dependent upon merging with a couple of other pieces of energy that currently are out over the west coast. The guidance does suggest a narrow band of some snow possibly developing on the north side of a surface low track, and generally does show that to be over parts of the forecast area. But the National Weather Service is not confident on this, and they're not going to explain Why they're not confident? They have all these different models, but they can't get a grip. All the models are going in different directions. So any predictions or impacts they have are kind of put on hold. Also, the ground temperatures have warmed up since, as we've had warmer temperatures. So how that's going to impact the snow that we would get, that also is unknown. So to say anything really right now, the National Weather Service is withholding comment on that because they just say they really don't have any specifics at this time. 63 was our high yesterday, 35 the low, normal high 48, normal low 26, record high of 72. That was in 1943. Minus 17 was in 1895. That'll get your attention. Yesterday we had no rain. For the month we're at a third of an inch. Normal for the month should be a half of an inch. Since January 1st, 6 1/5 our total for the year. Just a smidge over 3 inches would be normal. 7:03 the time of sunrise this morning. 5:37 the time of sunset. The extended forecast for Monday through Wednesday calling for some showers in the morning. It could be consisting of rain and or snow or just snow. Don't know yet. Then partly sunny with a high of 41. Probably as cold as it should be. Monday morning, we should probably see a little bit of snow, but we can't rule out a little mix with some rain. Clear skies on Monday night, low at 24. Plenty of sunshine Tuesday, high of 48. Clear Tuesday night, low at 28. And more sunshine Wednesday, warming up to 55 degrees. That local forecast and our current conditions next after this.
Do you know who some of the most avid readers of Cardinals Magazine are? It's Cardinal alumni. Our former players tell me time and again that Cardinals Magazine is one of their favorite ways to stay connected to the birds on the bat.
And you know, Ricky, I've heard the same thing. They feel like they're still coming to the ballpark each day when they're enjoying the impressive lineup of feature stories in every issue of Cardinals Magazine.
Cardinals Magazine helps you really get to know the current players, not only their stories in uniform, but who they are off the field and how they got to where they are.
And it doesn't stop with the stories on current players. No one does a better job giving fans a truer picture of everything happening on the field, inside the ballpark, and all over Cardinals Nation. Even stories on our Cardinals alumni.
Join our former players who enjoy the classic coverage of Cardinals Magazine. Subscribe for yourself and your favorite fan at cardinals.com/magazine or 314-345-9000.
Cardinals Magazine. It's all here.
Our forecast for today, still a slim chance of a sprinkle this morning, but otherwise will be becoming partly sunny throughout the day today and a high of 65. We'll still have some intermittent clouds weaving in and out, kind of like they are right now. We will have breezy conditions. I might even go as far as saying windy conditions, but definitely breezy for sure. South winds will be anywhere from 15 to 25 consistently today. They could gust up to 35 to near 40. For tonight, clear, low of 44. Those southwest winds will still be with us at 10 to 15 and still gusting up to near 30. Partly sunny Friday, high of 66. Those same south winds still be at 10 to 20 and gusting to 25 to 30 miles an hour. Friday night, a 3 in 10 chance of getting some rain as clouds will roll in during the afternoon, Friday into Friday evening. We'll have a low of 42. Those south winds at 10 to 20. Will move to the northwest after midnight, and winds could still gust up to 30 miles an hour. Clouds are expected Saturday and a high of 53. Northwesterly winds throughout most of the day. By evening, will move to the northeast. Then Saturday night, partly cloudy, low of 31. Sunday, well, a Super Bowl Sunday. Partly sunny skies, high about 47. With a 50-50 chance of some rain developing during the afternoon. And by Sunday night, those rain showers could turn into snow showers or mix with or just stay rain. Clouds and a low of 29 Sunday night. We will see. At the KSMO studios right now in your hometown radio station, it's still 49. It has been 49 since, 11 o'clock last night? Hasn't budged. We really have had an interesting evening because it just stayed pretty much the same. I don't think we even bounced around. 73% the relative humidity, pressure 29.88 inches. That has been gradually sinking since yesterday afternoon. Our winds 16 to 22 miles an hour coming out of the south-southeast, and we do have feels like temperature of 43 right now with partly cloudy skies to partly sunny skies. And that'll do it for a look at weather on Operation Weather Watch. Complete summary of weather in the region and the KSMO listening area, brought to you as a courtesy of us at KSMO Radio. It's Thursday, February 8th. We're going to come right back and have for you next civic happenings after this.
Have you ever met a nematode? Probably not. But this sneaky ingrate and its billions of friends steal soybean yields right out from under your nose. Nematodes cause up to $1.5 billion in soybean revenue loss each year. And if that's not enough, they also amplify sudden death syndrome. Why? Because they're microscopic good-for-nothing thieves, that's why. Take action against these yield-stealing jerks with Alivo soybean seed treatment from BASF, the only proven winner against both SEN and SDS. And remember to always read and follow label directions.
Check out these New Year's savings at Napa Auto Parts Store in Salem. You'll find Seafoam concentrated fuel injector cleaner starting at $4.99. Napa Extended Life Cooling System Antifreeze plus coolant for all makes and models starting at $12.99 for the 1 gallon size. Stop by Napa Auto Parts Store, 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem today.
At KSMO Radio, it's time right now for a look at our civic record. It is a program of church and civic news and a mention of persons recently deceased, brought to you as a courtesy of Southtown Furniture on Highway 19 South. You talk about a huge sales event. They've got a major one going on right now that you do not want to miss. They've got some incredible savings, wall-to-wall, floor-to-ceiling, end-to-end, call it whatever you will. It's the time that you don't want to miss out. If you need furniture, flooring, bedding, accessories, appliances, ooh, it is prime time. Head on down to Southtown Furniture. They're at 1601 South Highway 19. They're open Monday through Saturday for your convenience. You can also call them at 729-3422 or go online and browse their site at you're right here in Salem at SouthtownFurnitureSalem.com. Southtown Furniture, where the smart shopper's been shopping since 1922. It's where the bargains are. Lily Mae Herman of Salem passed away January 29th in Rolla at the age of 78. Funeral services for Lily Mae Herman will be held this afternoon at 1 at the Salem Chapel of James and Gar Mortuary. Visitation will be from 11 this morning until service time at the chapel. Interment will be in the Byers Family Cemetery in Montauk, Missouri. Lily Mae Herman, survived by children Chris Herman and wife Carol of Salem, Harold Herman of Cuba, Victoria Goodman of Martin, Tennessee, and Joseph Herman of Salem. Her brother James Byers and wife Rhonda of Salem, 12 grandchildren, and a host of nieces, nephews, and friends. All the arrangements are under the direction of the James and Gar Mortuary of Salem for Lily Mae Herman, whose funeral services will be today at 1 at the Salem Chapel of James and Gar Mortuaries. Kenneth K.W. Nichols of Salem passed away Sunday, February 4th at the age of 94. Funeral services for Kenneth K.W. Nichols will be held Saturday morning at 11 at the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel, with visitation Friday from 5 until 8 o'clock at the chapel. Burial will be in the Jadwin Cemetery. K.W. Nichols is survived by loving children Gary Nichols and wife Linda of Craig, Colorado, Beverly Fleener and husband Richard of Montauk, and Kent Nichols of Salem, plus 10 grandchildren and 9 great-grandchildren, several nieces, nephews, and friends. Memorial contributions may be made to the Jadwin Cemetery. Envelopes are available, and all the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem for Kenneth K.W. Nichols, whose memorial contributions may be made to the Jadwin Cemetery, and his funeral services will be at 11 o'clock Saturday morning at the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel. Carolyn Joanne Conaway of Licking passed away February 1st in Licking at the age of 67. Funeral services for Carolyn Conaway will be Saturday morning at 11 at the Fox Funeral Home in Licking, with visitation Saturday morning from 10 till service time at the Fox Funeral Home. Interment will be in the Boone Creek Cemetery. All the arrangements are under the direction of the Fox Funeral Home in Licking for Carolyn Joanne Conaway, whose funeral services will be Saturday morning at 11 at the Fox Funeral Home in Licking. Hazel Joan Williamson of Viburnum passed away on Saturday, February 3rd in St. Louis at the age of 91. Memorial services for Hazel Joan Williamson will be held at a later date. Hazel Joan Williamson is survived by children Carolyn Murphy and husband Butch of Steelville, Anita Duty and husband Francis of Codman, Illinois, and Bobby Chitwood of Viburnum. Brothers Robert Ryder and Joe Ryder and wife Peggy, as well as a host of grandchildren, great-grandchildren, great-great-grandchildren, nieces, nephews, and friends. All the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Viburnum for Hazel Joan Williamson, whose memorial services will be held at a later date. James Garfield Pike of Salem passed away Saturday, February 3rd in Salem at the age of 75. No services are planned at this time for James Garfield Pike. James is survived by a sister, Rita Griswell of Salem, and a sister-in-law, Elizabeth Beckham of Salem, several nieces and nephews, and special friend Thad Wilson. Also survived by the Salem branch of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints family. All the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem for James Garfield Pike, whose funeral services have not yet been planned at this time. More of our Civic Record is next when we come right back.
Southtown Furniture.
Let me tell you about Southtown Furniture's major sales event. It's their biggest inventory ever at Southtown Furniture, where they have in-stock furniture and mattresses from one end of the building to the other and from wall to wall. You're not going to believe this, but Southtown Furniture is offering 10 to 60% discounts on their already low everyday prices. Southtown Furniture accepts Visa and MasterCard, and you can also ask them about layaway plans. Don't miss this big sales event going on right now at Southtown Furniture, where they've been serving the smart shopper since 1922, Highway 19 South, right here in Salem.
The best selection, you'll agree, with satisfaction guaranteed. Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are.
Continuing with our Civic Record, the Knights of Columbus will have a Friday Fish Fry fundraiser. It'll be held at Sacred Heart Catholic Church Hall, Parish Hall, right here in Salem on MacArthur from 4 till 7 this Friday night. What they're doing is they're selling 2 pieces of fish with fries for just $5, with the proceeds raised going to the St. Jude's Chapel Renovation Fund. Needs a little help out there at St. Jude's. Beautiful church, and we don't want to go to falling apart. There's just no way. It's gorgeous. Dine in or carry out, but help raise funds for the renovation of the St. Jude's Chapel by stopping by the Friday Fish Fry fundraiser at the Sacred Heart Parish Hall, 4 to 7 this Friday. Again, 2 pieces of fish along with fries, $5, with the proceeds raised going to the St. Jude's Chapel Renovation Fund. Eat it there, take it home. Make a difference, make a good contribution to help with the St. Jude's Chapel Renovation Fund. Again, that's 4 to 7 this Friday at the Sacred Heart Parish Hall on MacArthur. City of Salem Parks and Rec Youth Soccer League signups are going on now through February 13th for those 4 and under, 6 and under, 8 and under, 10 and under, 12 and under, and 14 and under. It's $35 per person, and that registration will be open, as I mentioned, regular registration open through Tuesday the 13th. Now, there will be a late registration offered from Valentine's Day the 14th through the 20th, but it'll cost you $45 per person. So if your kids want to play soccer, get them signed up now. Save money. Just go to the Salem Park and Recreation Department's Facebook page. There's a link there to Team Snap. That's where you'll want to go. Click on that link. It'll take you there. You can fill out the information to register your child. If you have no access to internet, you can call 729-6290. Leave a message for Melissa DuBois, the Salem Park and Recreation Director. She can get back to you on how you can get registered. You can also email Melissa at salemparks@salemmo.com. And they really do need some coaches. If you can help out coach, that would be amazing. A Puppy Love Kids Paint Party will be held at Creative Arts Center. That'll be on Friday night from 6 to 8 with Danielle Norris. Get a head start on Valentine's Day and bring your kiddos along. They're 5 and up will need to have a guardian present, but hey, you're more than welcome to come on out, bring the kids along, and have a great time painting. It'll be a step-by-step process, and you get to paint this cute painting along with you and maybe your significant other and the better ones, the little young ones coming in and having a great time. The supplies and light snacks will all be provided. It's just a lot of fun to get together. Cost of the paint party, it's $10 for the kids, $15 for the adults. 6 people need to sign up for the class to just be held, and no more than 20 participants will be allowed to be attendees. Class registrations are first come, first serve. Interested persons can sign up at the SalemCommunityBetterment.com website under programs for the Creative Arts Center. That's a Puppy Love Kids Paint Party, Friday night, 6 to 8 with Danielle Norris. Healthy Dane County and Kurt's Mobile Homes are sponsoring a Valentine's dance Friday night at the Salem Community Center at the Armory at 6:30. The doors will open at 6. The cost is $5 per person, and the event is open to everyone who's 18 years of age and older. Candy and the Cowboy will provide the entertainment featuring country and pop music. Concessions will be available, so come on out and enjoy a fun night of food and dancing. If you need more information, call 729-8163. Healthy Dane County and the Kurt's Mobile Homes, sponsoring a Valentine's dance this Friday at the Salem Community Center at the Armory. It starts at 6:30. This Saturday night, the Salem Eagles Club will be having Double Trouble Entertainment DJs, providing entertainment from 7 to 11. This event is open to the public. Everybody's welcome to come on out to the Eagles Club and have yourself a great evening. The Salem Eagles is located on Highway 32 West, and it's just past the airport on the right side or the north side of the highway. That's Saturday night, 7 to 11. Double Trouble Entertainment DJs, providing the entertainment at the Salem Eagles Club. It's open to everybody. Create a moon phase Valentine in the class on water media on wood painting that's going to be held this Monday, upcoming Monday, from 1 to 3 with Lexi Much in the afternoon. Come paint the phases of the moon over top a starry sky on a little slice of wood. Participants will enjoy learning an accessible water media painting process, perfect for future forays into mixed media artwork on various substrates, all while creating a cute little painting. The class is open to everybody 18 years of age and older. The cost of the class is $25. That includes all your supplies. 4 people need to sign up for the class to be held. No more than 12 will be allowed to attend at one time. Class registrations are open and on a first-come, first-served basis. Interested persons need to sign up at SalemCommunityBetterment.com and go under programs for the activities at the Creative Arts Center. Salem Public Library's preschool program will be held on Tuesday, February 13th at 10:30 in the North Basement Meeting Room. The library itself is going to be closed that day until 1 o'clock due to staff development. That's the Public Library's preschool program. Tuesday, it'll be starting at 10:30 in the North Basement Meeting Room. And Oak Hill R1 School is going to present Battle of the Decades Trivia Night on Saturday, February 17th. The doors will open at 6:30 and the trivia starts at 7. Prizes await the winners. $120 per table. And you can call Sheena at 247-9789. That's Sheena, 247-9789. Also, don't forget, you can call Jen as well at 247-5353 to reserve your table. Want to find out more information, call those two ladies. They can help you out. All the proceeds that are raised for the Battle of the Decades Trivia Night will benefit Oak Hill students. It's going to be on Saturday, February 17th. Reserve your table now. The doors will open at 6:30 that evening, and the trivia starts at 7. And at the Salem Nutrition site today, they're serving up creamy baked chicken with rice pilaf, ginger carrots, roasted garlic broccoli, and milk. The Salem Nutrition site's located inside the Salem Senior Center at 604 North McGrath Lane. And, of course, lunch is served from 11 to 12:30. Now, if you're hungry, remember, you can head on down there. All ages are welcome. Doesn't matter how old or young you are. If you are 60 and above, your suggested contribution, though, is $5. If you're under the age of 60, it's $7. Do remember that a soup and salad bar is available at 10:30, and dessert is also available on a daily basis. That's at the Salem Nutrition Center, where today they're having creamy baked chicken, rice pilaf, ginger carrots, roasted garlic broccoli, and milk. And don't forget that the menu can change without notice. There you have it, a look at our Civic Record. It's a program of church and civic news and a mention of persons recently deceased. Civic Record brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO, your hometown radio station. Wishing you and yours a very, very great day today. If you have an opportunity, definitely want to check things out. Head on down to Southtown Furniture, who are bringing you our Civic Record, and they've been doing it for many, many, many years. But it's an opportune time to see this incredible collection of fantastic values waiting for you, wall to wall, side to side, roof to ceiling, and roof to floor, I guess I should say, and roof to ceiling. Probably not much room up there. Anyway, nonetheless, you definitely want to check it out for yourself. Dear friends at Southtown Furniture. Got questions? Call 729-3422 or just drop on by 1601 South Highway 19. You're more than welcome also to go online and browse for yourself. SouthtownFurnitureSalem.com. Where the bargains are, Southtown Furniture, part of the Ballard family of furniture stores serving you since 1922. At KSMO Radio, we have some statewide news coming up from the Missouri Net. That Nutrition Center's menu, AP News, and then sports on the Missouri Net. All still coming your way on this Thursday morning, KSMO Radio.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the Salem Community Center at the Armory, Aranda's Mexican Restaurant, and Taxmasters, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained. Town Screen in Salem.
Hi, I'm Andrew Wynn. Town & Country Bank makes it easy with the best rates and terms on land and mortgage loans. Hit the trail, make a splash, or enjoy a beautiful sunset. Town & Country Bank can help you finance that beautiful acreage you've always wanted. Stop by today and let us help you take the first step to home ownership. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 899641.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Missouri Net News, I'm Marshall Griffin. A Defense Department contractor from St. Charles County has pleaded guilty to illegally obtaining parts for the military overseas, undercutting domestic suppliers. 73-year-old David Morar pleaded guilty Wednesday to conspiracy to commit wire fraud. From April to October of 2022, he bid on and received at least 9 U.S. government contracts through fraudulent misrepresentations, including that he would provide parts from domestic sources. He actually provided parts from China and other foreign countries. Through doing so, he was able to underbid domestic suppliers, breaking the law in the process by providing restricted military data that's protected information. He could get up to 20 years in prison and be fined. Since recreational marijuana became legal in Missouri, the state's courts have reviewed more than 245,000 requests to clear low-level marijuana criminal records. That's according to Missouri Supreme Court Chief Justice Mary Russell. During her annual State of the Judiciary address Wednesday to the Missouri legislature, Russell said they are making significant strides.
They have expunged nearly 109,000. Plus, they've done all this while still processing all of your constituents' other cases.
She touts the state's drug treatment courts, which have had thousands of graduates over 3 decades. St. Louis Circuit Attorney Gabe Gore wants the city's circuit court to vacate the murder conviction of 54-year-old Christopher Dunn. He was sentenced to life without parole in the 1990 shooting death of 15-year-old Rico Rogers. Dunn was convicted on the testimony of 2 youths, 12 and 14 years old at the time, but both have since recanted. Dunn is serving his life sentence at South Central Correctional Center in Licking. And a 28-year-old Franklin County man has pleaded guilty to burglarizing a post office and twice stealing packages while wearing a clown mask. Scott Weatherby admits to breaking into the U.S. Post Office in St. Albans twice within a 24-hour period last August. After being identified as a suspect, investigators went to an address associated with him, only to find him flee out the back door. You can find news online anytime at MissouriNet.com. This is MissouriNet.
RSV is a common respiratory virus that usually causes mild cold-like symptoms in the fall and winter. While most people recover in a week or 2, RSV can cause serious infection in infants and adults over 60. The Missouri Immunization Coalition reminds you that RSV immunizations are here. This is the protection we've been waiting for. Talk to your healthcare provider about immunizations to protect against RSV. Visit moimmunize.org to learn more.
The warmth of your furnace, the coziness of your gas log, warm cookies from the oven, and a hot shower after a long day. This winter, take time to appreciate the gas that powers your home. Something to keep in mind for safety purposes. Gas is flammable and can become dangerous if there's a leak.
Ew! I think Grandma's deviled eggs have gone bad.
If you smell rotten eggs, exit your home and call your gas company. Don't turn on any lights and don't use your phone inside. For more tips, visit mosafegas.com. That's mosafegas.com. A message from the Missouri Association of Natural Gas Operators.
Livestock may be impacted from the recent drought in Missouri. Anthony Morbith explains.
Feed manufacturers, corn and livestock producers are being told to monitor aflatoxin and fumonisin levels in corn harvested in 2023. Due to the prolonged drought, mycotoxin levels have increased. Feed contaminated with higher levels may negatively impact livestock. High fumonisin levels occur when hot, dry weather follow periods of high humidity, which many parts of Missouri experienced last year. Horses as well as rabbits are most sensitive to fumonisin, though all livestock can experience effects. Animals that consume high levels of fumonisin may experience neurological symptoms like confusion, circling, agitation, and facial twitching. Consuming corn contaminated with fumonisin causes moldy corn poisoning, which softens the brain's white matter. If symptoms occur, contact your veterinarian. Anthony Morabith, MissouriNet.
You can find news online anytime at MissouriNet.com. This is MissouriNet.
Taro Complete Auto Care in Salem can take care of all of your automotive and diesel repair needs. Taro Complete Auto Care has these specials every week. Tuesday is Ladies' Day, and on Wednesday it's Seniors' Day, where you can get $2 off of your oil change. They also offer free delivery and pickup in the city limits. So for all of your automotive repair needs, the place to go is Taro Complete Auto Care at 307 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem.
Here at KSMO Radio, let's take a look at that Salem Nutrition Center's menu for today, and let's see what's a cooking this Thursday. It's going to be creamy baked chicken, rice pilaf, ginger carrots, roasted garlic broccoli, and milk. That meal is served from 11 until 12:30, and of course, you're more than welcome to stop on by. All ages are welcome to come and partake in the nutrition site's menu. Go on by, check it out for yourself today at 604 North McGrath Lane. And if you have any questions, call 729-2373. If you're 60 and above, the suggested contribution is $5. If you're under the age of 60, it's $7. And remember, all ages are welcome. Don't forget a soup and salad bar waits you is available at 10:30 in the morning, and dessert is available on a daily basis. That's the Salem Nutrition Center menu today, featuring creamy baked chicken, rice pilaf, ginger carrots, roasted garlic broccoli, and milk. And everybody is welcome to stop by and enjoy lunch from 11 to 12:30. Don't forget the menu could change without notice. Every weekday we bring you that Salem Nutrition Center's menus, the courtesy of KSMO Radio. AP News and Sports on the Missouri Net are coming up in just a moment.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the Salem License Office, Roberts Judson Lumber Company, and the Main Street Country Corner Cafe, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained Town Screen in Salem.
Your station for Salem High School sports, KSMO, Salem.
This is AP News. I'm Rita Foley. We'll begin with some sad news. Those 5 Marines on board a helicopter that went down in bad weather in California are dead, says the military. The helicopter was returning to Marine Corps Air Station Miramar in San Diego after training at Creech Air Force Base northwest of Las Vegas. This morning, the Supreme Court will hear a landmark case involving former President Trump and whether he can be kept off the ballot because of the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol.
The justices are hearing Trump's appeal of a Colorado Supreme Court ruling that keeps him off the state's primary ballot because he violated a rarely invoked Civil War-era constitutional amendment barring those who engaged in insurrection from holding office. The High Court has never before considered what's known as the Insurrection Clause and is moving faster than usual in taking up this case, with the decision possible relatively soon. Many legal observers expect the court to reverse the Colorado ruling rather than removing Trump from the ballot. Sagar Magani, Washington.
Secretary of State Anthony Blinken's pretty much gotten a brush off from Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu over a proposed ceasefire plan in Israel's war with Hamas. The AP's Joseph Fetterman is in Jerusalem.
The emerging deal calls for an extended pause in fighting in exchange for the release of many of the hostages, the Israeli hostages that Hamas is holding. Now, Hamas issued its own counterproposal. It doesn't want a pause in fighting. It wants a complete halt. It also wants Israel to release hundreds of Palestinian prisoners. These include many who are serving terms for deadly attacks on Israelis. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu calls the Hamas proposal delusional.
Today, Google's rolling out a free artificial intelligence app, the Gemini app. It can write for you. This is AP News. Hands up if you're excited about the Super Bowl.
Are you excited about Sunday's Super Bowl? According to a new poll, a lot of Americans are, even if it's not the game itself. 4 in 10 adults who answered the survey by the Associated Press and the Newark Center for Public Affairs Research say they're extremely or very excited for at least one part of the Super Bowl day's festivities, whether it's the game on CBS, the commercials, the halftime show, or Animal Planet's Puppy Bowl. A quarter of U.S. adults say they're excited for the actual game, and the Kansas City Chiefs try to win their second title in a row. But the poll was conducted before the Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers were cemented to appear in this year's Super Bowl in Las Vegas. Another 27% say they're somewhat excited for the game, and about half say they're not too or not at all excited. I'm Donna Warder.
And I'm Rita Foley, AP News.
Wake up on the right side of breakfast with McDonald's buy one, get one for $1 deal. Choose from the sausage biscuit topped with real butter, the warm, freshly toasted sausage McMuffin, or the sausage McGriddle with its sizzling hot sausage. Prices and participation may vary, cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal, valid for item of equal or lesser value.
God, I'm so stressed. It's a brand new year and our business is busier than ever.
Ooma.
What is that? Meditation?
I'm recommending the Ooma cloud phone system with auto attendant and more than 35 features.
Ooma?
Yep. Switching to Ooma is a cinch. Starts at $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Now you're feeling it. Visit Ooma.com. That's OOMA.com to learn more. Ooma. Smart communications for the smarter business.
Missouri Nut Sports, I'm Bill Pollock with leading scorer Sean East on the bench with a knee bruise. The Mizzou basketball team lost their 10th in a row, 79-60 to Texas A&M. The Tigers gave up a 16-0 run in the first half after getting off to a fast start, and then after closing the gap in the second, allowed the Aggies to go on a 10-0 run. Nick Honor led the Tigers with 19 talks about playing without East.
No one's going to feel sorry for us because we were, missing a few players due to injury and stuff like that. But, yeah, just next guy up. But we definitely miss Sean for sure.
The Mizzou women are at number 1 South Carolina tonight. SLU snapped their 6-game losing streak, 102-84 win at LaSalle, and Missouri State's 4-game win streak over, 72-65 loss at Northern Iowa. After being fired by Washington at the end of the regular season, offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy visited the Chiefs as they got ready for their AFC Championship game against Baltimore. Chiefs head coach Andy Reid says he doesn't have a spot for EB on his staff next season.
I would tell you, I think his coaching future is great. Obviously a big fan of his, and I know the things that he can do.
The Chiefs and 49ers get all sorts of questions thrown their way as they get ready in Las Vegas. Many about the game, many off the wall. For example, 49ers quarterback Brock Purdy was asked what he thought of some saying he bears a resemblance to Lee Harvey Oswald.
I don't know.
Travis Kelce had a clever response when asked, who's going to get a ring first, the 49ers or Taylor Swift?
I'm hoping I get this ring on Sunday, I know that.
And a question for Andy Reid from Germany.
What do you say about the conspiracies that have popped up concerning Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, like that you guys made it into the Super Bowl to actually secretly help re-elect President Biden?
That's way out of my league.
Oh my. Bill Pollock, Missouri Nut Sports.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. Learn more at wearebroadcasters.com/hope. Furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Hi, I'm E.J. Williams. Each year, millions of animals are abandoned, and more than 1 million are euthanized before they can be rescued. Organizations like American Humane are working to harness the healing power of the human-animal bond, as animals can be trained as life-saving service and therapy dogs to help veterans, the elderly, and children with special needs to overcome the obstacles of everyday life. To find out how you can help give animals and the people they help a new leash on life, please visit AmericanHumane.org.
Southtown Furniture.
Let me tell you about Southtown Furniture's major sales event. It's their biggest inventory ever at Southtown Furniture, where they have in-stock furniture and mattresses from one end of the building to the other and from wall to wall. You're not going to believe this, but Southtown Furniture's offering 10 to 60% discounts on their already low everyday prices. Southtown Furniture accepts Visa and MasterCard, and you can also ask them about layaway plans. Don't miss this big sales event going on right now at Southtown Furniture, where they've been serving the smart shopper since 1922, Highway 19 South, right here in Salem.
The best selection, you'll agree, with satisfaction guaranteed. Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are.
At KSMO, looking at the forecast, some clouds have rolled back in, and we still have a chance of those sprinkles, though not a big chance. Slight chance of a sprinkle or two yet this morning, but it will be breezy. Our high today be about 65, and we should have lots of sunshine during the afternoon hours, but winds out of south are expected anywhere today from 15 up to 25 miles an hour consistently. We could see wind gusts up to 35 to 40 miles an hour. Clear skies tonight, low of 44. Southwesterly breezes 10 to 15, still gusting to 30. Partly sunny tomorrow, 66 for a high. Nice temperatures for February. Winds out of south at 10 to 20. Could gust to 25 to 30 miles an hour. Friday night, we'll have clouds roll in by the afternoon Friday, and then Friday evening it'll be cloudy with a low of 42. Our southerly winds at 10 to 15 will be moving to the northwest. and winds could still be gusting to 25 to 30, with a 3 in 10 chance of rain developing in the late evening hours Friday night up to about midnight or so. Clouds after that, and a high of 53 comes Saturday, with northwesterly winds at 5 to 10 shifting around to the northeast in the afternoon. Partly cloudy Saturday night, low of 31. Partly sunny Sunday morning. By the afternoon, well, we may have a 50-50 chance of getting some rain on Super Bowl Sunday, and at high about 47 degrees, when that rain could possibly change into some snow Sunday night. I know. Cloudy and a low of 29, with the possibility of that snow changing into some rain Monday morning with partly sunny skies, a high of 41. Right now at KSMO, we actually have gotten off that 49-degree mark. It's taken doggone near 10 hours to do so, but anyway, nonetheless, we're at 50 degrees. We have clouds right now, pretty thick. 44 is what it feels like, with 17 to 22 mile-an-hour winds. The pressure falling still at 29.88 inches. The humidity at 74% here at KSMO Radio. Up next, time for agribusiness news. The Missouri Report from the Brownfield Farm Market Network, brought to you as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO. We hope you're going to have a fabulous day right here on KSMO. And don't forget Lady Tiger basketball tonight. They take on the Cardinals of Steelville. That's going to be 6 o'clock JV action, varsity game to follow right here at KSMO Radio.
I'm Nicole Heslip with Agribusiness News. I'm Brownfield. The Clean Fuels Conference is the annual event for supporters of biodiesel, renewable diesel, and sustainable aviation fuel. Don't miss Brownfield's coverage on air and online. To learn about the industry's growth, explore cleanfuels.org. The CEO of Clean Fuels Alliance America says production of biodiesel, renewable diesel, and sustainable aviation fuel is set to exceed 6 billion gallons by 2030. Brownfield's Brent Burnett has more from the Clean Fuels Conference.
Donnell Rehagen tells Brownfield the industry has never been stronger.
It's really driven by these decarbonizing markets, the rail, marine, heating oil, even the on-road market, trying to figure out how to move people and move goods, around this country in a much more sustainable way.
He says farmers are the heart and soul of renewable fuels production.
I hope they're proud of themselves because they are the foundation and the core of this industry. If we go back 30 years ago, that's the reason my organization was created.
I'm Brent Barnett with Brownfield.
The former chairman of the House Agriculture Committee says it's not looking good for lawmakers to complete a new farm bill in 2024. Colin Peterson tells Brownfield lawmakers still can't agree on how to pay for a reference price increase.
The way to resolve it is to come up with $25 billion, which nobody has been able to figure out how to do.
Peterson says Senate Agriculture Committee Chair Debbie Stabenow is trying to get the farm bill on track, and she's given Republican lawmakers an ultimatum to get negotiations started.
As I understand what she proposed, farmers would have to make a choice between crop insurance or Title I, and that's not going to fly.
Meanwhile, Chairwoman Stabenow tells Brownfield there's still an opportunity to get the farm bill done this year.
It's only doable if people sort of take the partisan hats aside and come and sit down and work together on a bipartisan basis. We absolutely can get this done.
She says putting a farm bill together in this political climate is challenging, but the committees have worked through difficult political climates before.
2014 bill, leadership required us to take $23 billion cut.
And this year, she says, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer is committed to finding an additional $5 billion to add to the Farm Bill budget.
That would go into these programs where we could then adjust reference prices.
But she says it still needs to be marked up by the Congressional Budget Office, and that's a difficult path forward. Don't miss the one-day trade show at the Missouri Pork Expo, Tuesday, February 20th at Osage Beach. Learn more at mopork.com. I'm Nicole Heslip with Brownfield.
My mom's got a new Case IH tractor, and it can do it all. Bale hay all day. See in the dark with its powerful LED lights. Hook up all the implements. Shift like a race car. Steer with ease. And it can also cool my juice box. Yeah, her Case IH tractor can do everything she needs it to.
Looking for a tractor that can do it all? Check out caseih.com.
Not all people are the same. And yet, when we visit the doctor, our treatments don't look that different. Why is that? Because we just don't have enough information to do it better. By gathering health data from 1 million people, our country's best researchers will be able to develop treatments that are as unique and complex as we are. With this new information, doctors will have a better understanding of disease so they can innovate the next great breakthroughs in medicine. Learn more at joinallofus.org.
Office.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free! It's back! The Salem Memorial Hospital Foundation invites everyone to the Dancing with the Salem Stars fundraiser Saturday, February 24th and 7th at the Salem R80 High School Gym. Table seating is available for $20 per person in advance or reserve a table. Bleacher seats will be available at the door for $10. Purchase your tickets in advance by calling 729-6626, extension 4005. The Dancing with the Salem Stars fundraiser Saturday, February 24th at the high school gym with the doors opening at 6:30. We'll see you there.
Just inside of half court. Bang!